drops. Oh, somebody dropped something.
Good evening, and welcome to the Beginning Band's first concert. I know you've heard all kinds of lovely sounds so far at your houses, and I'm going to put them all together for you tonight. My name's Myrna McGonigal, and I'm the band director. And we're going to show you what they've been working on since the beginning of the year. And you know, we're going to play some out of our book, and then we're going to play 2 pieces of sheet music at the end to give you an idea. If you were sitting, you probably heard a little bit of that in the lobby, but we'll get there in a few minutes. In order to have a really, really good concert, and in order to have a really, really good DVD, Mr. Williams is here and he is recording our concert for us, so don't forget, if you didn't get your DVD, make sure you get one before you leave tonight. We ask that, as a courtesy to your performers, we ask that you refrain from talking during the performances, and please don't move about the auditorium unless it's absolutely necessary. All children should remain with their parents, and please, at this time, would you put your cell phones on vibrate and turn off the ringers, okay? If you're recording with a cell phone, that's fine, but just make sure that the telephone part. Same thing with pages. We also would like to request that the appreciation you show the musicians through applause is appropriate to the concert hall setting. Lots of times, there's lots of cheering that we know is wonderful, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. But we're not a basketball game, we're a concert hall. And our goal tonight here is to show you that we can actually sit and do this and concentrate and focus. And I think you're going to be amazed. They had great pushes. Now, during our first week of school, the students tried out on all sorts of instruments. They got to try all the ones that we offer, and just to see where their interest lay. And then we selected that instrument, and you got a letter saying, go get it, and get the book, and they brought them to class. And once they got them in class, we learned how to put them together. We learned where to put their fingers and how to hold it, and you know, where to hold the mallets and the stick, and how to put that drum thing together so it didn't fall over. We also learned how to form eyelet with what we call an embouchure, and we learned how to use our tongues. It's the old class where your teacher's going to say, do you have a tongue in your head? And everybody can stick their tongue out at me and not get in trouble, because we comb our nose. We start all the way to the teeth. And on top of that, we learned how to sit properly, breathe properly, read the notes on the page, and that was all before they played a single note, and that was all on the first day they had their instrument, believe it or not. And then we practiced it a lot. And once we got a hang of it, we played our very first notes. And this is what it sounded like.
Mr. McGonigal! McGonigal! And then we learned how to play right.
Now, I would like to introduce Sean Donovan, and you will see that the students are going to introduce each one of the pieces that we play for you tonight and give you an idea of what the skills are that we have learned. Okay, so Sean Donovan first.
Once we got past the learning to play the first note correctly, we learned 2 more notes and found out that we were able to play a whole lot of songs called nursery rhymes. These songs help us to learn how to read notes off the staff, count and hold out the sounds, and correctly articulate or tongue the start of each note. We will now play an English folk song, Flat Crossings. help us to learn new notes and rhythmic patterns are from countries all around the globe. Our next folk song is another traditional nursery rhyme called Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Which show us how to read the music. We learned the music is read from left to right, just like words on a page. We also learned that 2 lines with dots in front or behind indicate a repeated section of music. The English carol gives theme once is lost repeat. Our next American folk song taught us where to take a breath while we're playing. A breath mark, which looks like a comma, every 2 measures is where we will read in go, tell, onward. Ludwig van Beethoven's most famous melodies, Ode to Joy, from his Ninth Symphony, helped us review all the terms, notes, rests, signs, symbols, and numismatic patterns in Opus 1 of our book.
create harmony.
Tell them one of their favorite tunes.
Our next tune returns us to England again for the folk song London Bridge is Falling Down, reviewing a Chester Wagner. The Italian term for loud is forte and soft is piano. We will play 2 measures forte and 2 measures piano, and then repeat those volumes.
Our next 2 songs, Jingle Bells by James Petermont and O Susanna by Stephen Foster, teaches us how to create harmony by playing 2 melodies at the same time. This is called a duet. The students have learned both parts to each song and will choose one part to start on.
Safari. Our next folk tune from Africa will include some new percussion instruments such as the maraca and the woodblock.
folk song is from Indonesia, and it will include with the tambourine and woodblock in addition to our current percussion.
is a full band arrangement, which is arranged like a hymn or a chorale. We will be together after every 4 measures, while the percussion adds a bit of interest to the piece by playing 8-note rhythms